guys, my name is Ehi White and this is my first YouTube video. Please do well to subscribe and like this video and just show love to me when you watch this. So today we're going to be talking about 10 things I wish I knew before I graduated university. And number one would be your grade doesn't define you. And I think that this is something that everybody needs to know, really, because when in uni you just really feel very depressed because you feel you have to do a lot to get that grade up. You feel like you're not going to be anybody if you don't have the good grades, if you don't have the first class, the second class upper. And in Nigeria, your parents really make you feel if you don't have that, then you really can't make it in life. You really can't do anything. Your degree is as good as worthless when you don't have that first class. But the truth is, I have come to realize after graduating that it's not really a big deal. Yes, it's good to graduate with a high GPA, but sometimes you might just get a job, not even with your grade, but because of your personality, because of how well you can function at that job, not really about how you did well in the university. Because sometimes life isn't about how good you are, how intelligent you are, it's how you can apply your intelligence into real life. Because when you graduate, you realize that life isn't just what you thought it was when you were in university, because you were in the shell of a university. So you feel very safe. You feel like life is just going to be good after university. Once I graduate with my first class, I'm getting a job ASAP. Once I graduate with my 2-1, I'm getting a job ASAP. First things first, people are going to be rushing me from east, north, west, south. And then you realize that that's not really how it works. Sometimes you can be rejected even when you have the first class because you don't match the description of what they want, because you don't have the experience. Because in Nigeria, they will ask you for 10 years experience, for 15 years experience, and even when you have that first class, you might not even cut out for the position that you're applying for. So sometimes it really doesn't matter. Don't stress yourself about your grade. Do good, do well, study, work hard, but don't let that define who you are. Don't feel like I am not going to be anybody in life if I don't have a first class. Don't feel I'm not going to make it if I don't have a second class upper. I'm not going to get a job unless I have a first class. Okay, it doesn't have to define who you are. That should definitely be out of the question. And number two is you can change your career path. A lot of people right now in Nigeria don't really work with what they studied in school. Like, I personally know someone who studied law in the University of Benin City, Edo State, and he is a surprise vendor. He does surprises for people, this money cake, money bouquet. He organizes events. I don't see how these two connect. I mean, he studied law. I don't see how being a lawyer is supposed to help you to plan events. It is nowhere connected. You see people who did accounting and they are now DJs. You don't have to be what you studied. Okay, in this time and age, you find out that someone who could go to school and study medicine, you know how difficult medicine is and how time consuming it is, and at the end of the day they are a social media content creator. You can be anything. You don't have to be what you studied. You can go out of your career path, dive into whatever pleases you. You don't have to box yourself in, because a lot of times people always feel, I studied this, I'm going to stay in this box and do this. I'm not going to try to do something else, to to learn something else, to just try something else entirely. And I think it's a very, very bad idea. Just try. If it fails, maybe you don't like it as much as you thought you would, then you can quit. But don't just feel that you can't do anything outside of your major, what you studied in the university. That is a very, 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 very wrong thing to do. I know the varies are very much, but it's just for you to understand what I mean when I say don't limit yourself. Kind of follows suit with number 2. Do not be scared to start anything. Don't be scared to fail, because you're going to just, as a person, you have to do stuff that are maybe out of your comfort zone. Sometimes you have to dive into something that you liked as maybe a hobby for some time, and you're not being able to do it because of school hours. You're doing assignments, you're doing your projects, you're doing whatever you're doing that is time consuming in school, because school sometimes can really consume your time and get you really focused on just that for the time being. So I feel sometimes it's also really, really good if you don't just cage yourself. Don't be scared to fail, because the fear of failure is actually failure in itself. So you should always feel, whatever you want to start, just start it. It's never too late, it's never too early. It's now is the right time. Don't say I'm going to start tomorrow. Don't say I'm going to start, I should have started yesterday, that's why I'm not going to do it anymore. Just do it. That's basically, just have that. Just do it. Whatever it is that you come up with, whatever plans that you think will work for you, actualize it. Don't just sit on it and say, okay, I'm going to do it tomorrow, okay, I'm going to do it the other day. And I think that's really wrong. I did that a lot in university, because I was very how do I say I was scared of the stress of university. I felt I can't juggle so many things. I can't do this and do that. So sometimes I would just end up doing it, starting and stop and say, it's stressful, I can't. Or I have to devote too much, or I feel like this is taking my time, or maybe I should just wait. I think it's time I just wait. Let me just hold on. And I ended up keep pushing things until I ended up not doing them. And I really think that it was really, really bad for me to do that. So I would really advise, don't do that. That's wrong. Don't do that at all. It's really bad. Okay. Will be, do not rush your life. Most of the time as students, we always want to get the school, get the money, start working, start doing this, start doing that, and it's really kind of bad, because it will just ruin the whole process. Because when you feel like you want to do everything all at once, you will crash. And from personal experience, in university, I at some point felt, some of my classmates are doing both school and business. I think I can do both. I'm just going to start this business. I didn't plan. I would just go into it and say, okay, I can do it. And the next thing, I'm finding myself, just having difficulties. And then the next thing, I feel like I was feeling so pressured. I feel so, I don't know, I just feel like the whole world is just playing a trick on me. And before you know it, I stop, because now the pressure gets worse for me. So I think it's something that it's really important. Don't rush your life. Do not. Life comes in stages. Just do everything that you need to do in stages. When you're done with that stage, then you can proceed to the next. If you feel that you're a person that can do all at once, then good. But if you can't, do things in stages. Don't feel that my friend is doing better than I am, or my classmate is doing it anyway, so I'm going to do it too. You don't know if they are failing in their courses. You don't know if they are doing something with their courses, or maybe they are going somewhere to pad up their scores or whatever, or if they assimilate things fast, if they can read and understand faster than you are different people. So don't let other people's successes get to you and you feel like you want to do all things all at once, because it will crash you. And if you're not a person that can get back up quickly, you would really stay down, and it will get you, no matter how you try, you'll just be down. Okay, so don't rush your life. Do not rush your life at all. It's wrong. And number 5 is don't stop learning. I never really understood when they say knowledge is power, but it is. Don't stop learning. In this life process, as life goes on, there are new things that come into play. There are things that we didn't know existed some years back that exists now. There's the social media that has evolved after some time, and you can't just learn by sitting in your house and not checking social media or not reading books or whatever, and you just learn. You can't. So if you're a kind of person that can maybe read books online or read stuff online, go for it. If you're the kind of person that likes books, hard copy, hardbacks, then do that. Because I, for one, I cannot juggle. I can read articles online, but I can't read books online. I'm not really a PDF person when it comes to books. I get bored easily, or I fall asleep, or I just maybe get tired and then move to something else, maybe social media and stuff like that. But when it is books, what I do is I usually sleep first before I study, so that when I'm studying, I don't fall asleep. Because one thing about books is you fall asleep really easily. So you really want to sleep first before you study. That would help you stay awake while studying. And if you find interest in what you are reading, you should definitely read things that you like, things that you fancy. If you are all about maybe nature or maybe geography or whatever, read that. If you are all about just whatever interests you, if you're all about maybe fashion, you're all about romance novels, read whatever. But sometimes try to still read out of things that you're comfortable with. Read things outside of your comfort zone. Just read things once in a while. Try to read 1 or 2 things, different books from different areas. Sometimes maybe today you can read about fashion, even if it's not a book. You can read maybe an article about fashion. Tomorrow you can read something about politics. The next day or the next week you can read something about maybe business. Just try to touch every area one after the other. Even if you're not reading everything at once, just try. Just have little knowledge about it. It will go a long way for you as a student and as a person. It will really go a long way for you, trust me. So number 6 on our list is keep a positive mindset. Okay, our mind is basically who we are. If you only think negative, you are going to crash. You are doomed to fail. Basically, you have to keep a positive mindset. That's just it. Be positive in your thoughts, be positive in your actions. When you're trying to do something, set a goal for yourself. Say, I am going to get this thing done. I'm going to get it done by this time, and I will get good results. Don't start a thing and say, is it going to fail? I don't know if it's going to work. That's the first road to failure. You are probably going to fail. If you don't change your mindset, as you will fail, definitely. So you just need to get yourself on track and say, okay, I'm going to keep myself positive. I'm going to do everything positively. It helps you. It helps your personality. You find yourself being brighter. You find yourself being happier about really everything. You're not always going to be sad and dull and depressed, because nowadays a lot of students go through depression just from the stress of school, the stress that they don't have maybe people to talk to. People might not understand them. Maybe they're trying to do business or trying to have a career and they can't juggle both, so they feel very frustrated, or in that business that they're about to start, they feel frustrated, they don't know if it's going to work because they don't have enough revenue, or they feel that they need to do so much, or whatever it is that that's really getting you down. You need to have a positive mindset about it. And even in your school, you just have to be positive. Don't say, I beg guy, if I fail that course, I fail that course, I don't care what happened. Well, the course self is stressing me out, so if I fail it, I fail it. No, I'm going to pass the course. Okay, just keep saying, I'll pass the course. There's nothing anybody can do about it. When you have confidence in yourself, it goes a long way. Building confidence is one thing that people don't really understand how it helps you a lot. It does help you a lot. So it's all about you being positive, being confident. Just get your mind in the right place, and also helps you to get whatever you're doing to the place you need it to go. Okay, that's just one thing that people really need to know. It does that a lot. So keep a positive mindset at all times. It's really, 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 really important. Okay, so number 7 on our list will be to find yourself. So if you don't know who you are, then how do you plan to succeed? Some people are multiple characters, if I put it that way. They don't really know who they are. They don't really know who they want to identify as. Today they want to look like their friend. Tomorrow they want to act like this other friend. They are just all over the place. So you need to know who you are rather, and what you stand for. You need to know that before you can really become the best part of yourself, the perfect you that you want to be. If you don't know who you are, you plan to fail. You can't get it right. You're just going to keep doing things that every other person is doing. You're just going to keep doing things that works for everybody else. The thing that you heard is trending, you do that. This one that you heard is trending, you do that. If you hear that it's makeup that's trending, you do makeup. If you hear that it's skincare that's trending, you do skincare. If you hear that people are no longer using skincare, they're now using organic products, you use organic products. You're just all over the place. Don't be all over the place. Get yourself together. Work on the part of yourself that you aspire to be, the person that you want to look back and say, I really did do good. You just really want to praise yourself and say, I really did good. I mean, if I wasn't so kind to myself, to have worked on myself, I wouldn't be where I am today. So you really have to find who you are and work on that person. Okay, number 8 on our list is socialize. I am kind of guilty of this big time. I am an introvert and I really, really hate going out. I really hate socializing. I hate seeing people, meeting people. I hate everything that has to do with it. But after graduating, I saw how it really didn't work well for me. I see now how I should have really put myself out there. I should have come out. I should have go out more, just see things, because I feel that moving is part of knowledge. Traveling is part of knowledge. I feel going out is part of knowledge. No matter what you're doing, I'm not saying socialize as in go out on a date with every other guy every other weekend. I'm just saying talk to people more, engage people in conversations. Even if you're in class, don't just be the one that sits at the back or in the middle, in between, so nobody really gets to see you, so you're hidden. No, talk to people. When you see them, say hi. Ask them questions. Ask people about their views about life. Just talk. Don't be bottled up. Don't just be the person that's always indoors. Then you'd always think and you become depressed at some point because you don't have friends, you don't go anywhere. All you do is Instagram, TikTok. All you do is you're always on social media. You're going to get tired at one point. You're going to just need somebody to just go out with or do something, or you're just gonna wish that you did those things, because you only live once and you only really go through a phase of your life once. You can't go back to when you were in primary school. You can't go back to when you were in kindergarten. You can't go back to when you were in senior secondary school, high school. So you have to live in that moment, okay? As a university, when you're going through the undergraduate program, you don't have it in your mind that I'm going to go through this undergraduate program again. You're only going to go through it once. So you want to make the best of it. Just enjoy that phase of your life while it lasts, okay? So number 9 on our list is make a move. That thing that you have been planning that you want to do it. Now is the time. Don't wait. Don't think about it too much, because sometimes thinking about a thing too much can cause you to not do that thing that you have been thinking about. So whatever it is that you've been thinking about doing, just do it. For as long as I can remember, I always thought I wanted to create content, I wanted to do YouTube, I wanted to do basically just share my ideas with people, just be on the social media platform. And I kept pushing and say, well, I don't think I can do it, I don't think I want to, right? Maybe not right now, okay, maybe tomorrow, maybe the other. I feel that if I had done things differently when I was in university, if I had not limited myself and just said, okay, I'll just do it tomorrow, okay, I'll just do it the next day, then I would really have been doing these things from years back. But like I said, I don't regret some of the things that I did, and I really want to make up for them now that I know better, okay? And then number 10, which I would like to say I actually saved the best for the last, and this is the oga patapata of them all. This is pray. Know God, because you can't actualize everything I just said if you don't know God, okay? Because there are going to be times where you're going to feel down. People, even when you talk to people, even when you are putting in all your effort, if things are not working the way you want them to go, you are going to crash. But when you know God, it's going to work perfectly well. Everything is going to work smoothly as you want it to. Just trust Him. Like, I can't begin to explain how important this is. You have to know God. You have to. He's definitely going to save you through all of the stress. Everything is just going to be going easy as you want it. See, from personal experience, I had a lot of issues just about when I was about to graduate for university, and I felt I was telling my friends that I don't know what I'm going to do. I feel so frustrated. Why is everything happening to me right now? I was going through, I don't even know what to say. I was going through so much, and at some point I just said, okay, God, you are the only one that I know. I just have to put all my troubles in your basket. God, just help me out. And I don't even know how it happened. I don't know till now. I still don't know how it happened. But everything just started working for me. I just got favored from every corner. People would just voluntarily help me. I don't even know if that's a word, but people would just help me even when I didn't ask for it. I just got the information I needed to get, because I wasn't really getting information I needed to get about some certain things. I would ask people. Nobody really knew what to do. I got really frustrated, and then God came through for me. So I feel if you don't know God, it's really going to be difficult for you in any area of your life. Even in your university, after graduating, you are going to be a mess if you don't know God. Depression is just going to kick in after graduation if you don't know God, because you just know that God got me. Everything's going to work fine for me. So what's the stress? With God, you don't have to stress, okay? Thank you so much for watching, and please do well to subscribe down below, and also hit the bell icon to get notified for every time that a new video is posted. And also please do well to comment. Okay, let me know what you think about every single thing that I said, and let me know if you have any other ideas about things that should be considered either as a graduate or as a student. Just let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. I would really love to know them. Also, please like this video, give this video a thumbs up just to let me know that you loved everything that I said, and you really can, relate to everything that I said. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I love you so much from the bottom of my heart. I hope to see you next time.